Now let us take our next property is taken electronegativity. We take next property is electronegativity of the elements. What is this property? Electronegativity. You can write first definition. लिख लीजिए. It is a tendency or ability of an atom to attract the bonding pair of electron towards itself in a covalent bond. It is electron attracting. Basically क्या है? It is electron attracting ability or tendency of an atom to attract the electron pair of a covalent bond. Now we can have two kind of cases. In one case, when we take let's say chlorine molecule. In chlorine molecule, we have two atoms of chlorine. They are having a covalent bond. In this covalent bond, the electron pair which is forming the bond will be lying in the center of the two atoms. The electron pair is shared equally between both the atoms in chlorine molecule. But if I suppose take here in HCl bond compared to hydrogen, chlorine is having more electron attracting nature, electron attracting or withdrawing power. So what happens is electron of the bond will be shifting towards chlorine side. So what happens? Hydrogen will be electron deficient to some extent, and this bonding electron pair will be lying more close to chlorine side. It is not in center. You can take here this bonding electron pair is in center of two atoms, but here this bonding electron pair is more close to chlorine. And then what happens? Hydrogen atom is supposed to lose electron or will have delta positive charge, and on chlorine they induce delta minus charge. So such atoms which are having more electron attracting tendency are said to be more electronegative element, and the other elements which are having less tendency to attract the electrons are said to be less electronegative element. So in this case, hydrogen is said to be less electronegative and chlorine is said to be more electronegative element. So that is introduction or definition part of the property electronegativity. It is the ability or tendency to attract the bonding electron pair towards itself in a covalent bond. It is also called covalent bond, means shared electron pair. Electrons can be taken two category. One are called as non-bonding electrons, unshared electron pair. One are called bonding electrons, which will give rise to bonding electron pair or shared pair of electrons. So this property is linked with the shared pair of electrons, electron attracting tendency by an atom in a covalent bond. Now so basically among different elements, when we have seen variations, this property, so we can take least deviations or least exceptions among different properties. Like on moving down the group along the period, this property show bit more regularity, but again not absolute. We can have exceptions in the variation of this property as well. So let us take this variation of this property electronegativity of elements on moving along the period or on moving down the group. When it is variation of this property electronegativity, first can take on moving along the period. On moving along the period, what happened to this variation of the property electronegativity? See, it is basically electron attracting tendency. So what happens when we are moving along the period? Atomic size decreases, effective nuclear charge increases. so the electron attracting ability of atom will increase. So this property, electronegativity of elements, it also increase on moving along the period. But remember, for noble gases, the value is given 0 of the electronegativity, because the noble gases do not form covalent compounds easily. The noble gases will not form compound easily. So for them the 0 value is assigned for the electronegativity. So what is leaving the noble gases? For other elements, this property, electronegativity, will increase on moving along the period. Now what happens? Variation on moving down the group. On moving down the group, what happens? If you see on moving down the group, what happens? Atomic size increases. Atomic size increases on moving down the group. Then what happened to Z effective? Z effective remains almost constant. Z effective remains almost constant. So what happened? With increasing atomic size, the distance of electron from the nucleus will be decreasing. So this property decreases. The element's electronegativity decreases on moving down the group. On moving down the group, this property, electronegativity of element, decreases on moving down the group. So property is quite more or less will show uniform variation, leaving some cases, some exceptions are there in both the cases. Let us take some values, some data of the elements, values of electronegativity to compare in group or in the period. All the values are given of the element electronegativity on Pauling scale. Remember, these values are given. I'll write next slide. We can take some values of the elements electronegativity on Pauling scale. You have different scales. I'll just give some introduction of scales also to relate the values of elements electronegativity. Now in the entire periodic table, fluorine is given highest value. It is said to be most electronegative element, of the entire periodic table, and the value is given of fluorine electronegativity 4.0 on Pauling scale. Fluorine is assigned the value of electronegativity 4.0 on Pauling scale, and then for remaining elements we are giving the values of electronegativity on Pauling scale. If I take some examples, second variation or values of the elements on moving, we can take along the period. First we take for hydrogen, the values given of electronegativity, it is 2.1. Then you can take for second period elements, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. For lithium, what take value for lithium given is 1.0, for beryllium 1.5, boron 2.0, carbon 2.5, nitrogen 3.0, oxygen 3.5, fluorine assigned 4.0. The maximum value is given fluorine. If you take in halogen series, chlorine, bromine and iodine. For the chlorine, the value is given 3.05, for bromine 2.8, and for iodine 2.5. Values are assigned. In the entire periodic table, halogen elements are supposed to be most electronegative series or category of elements. Then we can take oxygen is 3.5, then we can take sulfur is 2.5. But take elements, let's say sulfur is 2.5, phosphorus is again less than nitrogen, 2.1. Then you can take in group 1 elements, you can take aluminium is 1.5, silicon is 2.1, 1.8, silicon is 1.8, sodium is 0.9, magnesium is 1.2. So if you take variation of the values of elements electronegativity, what is happening here? On moving along the periods, they are increasing. For the noble gases, value is given 0 of the electronegativity because they are unable to form compounds in general cases, and so can take their increasing on moving along the period and decrease on moving down the group. They increase on moving along the period and decrease on moving down the group. You can see almost all the series, they follow same pattern, decrease on moving down the group. At several points later on they can have exceptions because of introduction of D or F block elements, where D or F orbitals are having poor shielding effect, due to which attraction for the electron can be increased. But in general case, otherwise the pattern is as expected, on moving down the group, the value of elements electronegativity will increase and decrease on moving down the group. I'm again repeating for the noble gases the value assigned is 0 of the elements electronegativity. Okay, there are some values taken here. Now some more points you can take here. Now if you take same element, if same element can have different hybridization, अभी हाइब्रिडाइजेशन आपको पढ़ाएंगे केमिकल बॉन्डिंग में, बट ये प्रॉपर्टी आ रहा है, सब आपको बोल दे रहा हूँ आपको। मैं उस टाइम पे फिर से आपको रिपीट करूंगा ये पॉइंट को कि फॉर द सेम एलिमेंट द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू परसेंटेज एस कैरेक्टर इन हाइब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स. So it is depending on concept of hybridization. We will explain to you in chemical bonding this concept. Like if I take suppose carbon atom taken, it can have hybridization sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization. So if it is taken for this carbons, the value of element electronegativity will not be same. It is following that carbon is sp hybridized will have highest value of electronegativity then sp2 then sp3. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? 1s 1p is sp. तो we will have how much s character? 50%. 1s 1p means 50% s 50% p. यहाँ पे क्या 1s 2p, तो we have s character 1/3 33.3% and p character double 66.6%, and in this case s character 25%, p character 75%. And for the element the values of electronegativity will follow this pattern here. Again for same element means we can have carbon or nitrogen, they will follow similar pattern. Now if we take for elements further this for the element electronegativity, it is directly proportional to oxidation state. If it is same element, in same element if they have higher oxidation state, for same element if they have higher oxidation state then they will have high electronegativity. If they have lower oxidation state then they have low electronegativity. For same element if they have this property electronegativity is directly proportional to the element's oxidation state. If I suppose take an element iron in +2 state and +3 state, if they ask which element or which state is more electronegative nature, so definitely iron +3. Even the values are given for iron +3, it is 1.83 the value of electronegativity, and it is 1.96 for ferric, 1.83 for ferrous. Values given here. Tin ka, if you take tin also can have +2 state and +4 state. In +4 state for tin the value is 1.96. and in plus 2 state for 10 the value is 1.82 1.8. So for same element, if they have higher oxidation number, they will possess higher electrode negativity as well. So these 2 points are there. Oxidation state already explained to you in a redox portion, and this part we have discussed. This part we will discuss more in chemical bonding concepts. So don't worry for this. We'll be coming later on this concept. So that is this we take property of the elements electronegativity. Then we can have several scales of elements electronegativity. That scales we can take now. Now when we take different scales of electronegativity, first one taken is Pauling scale. What is Pauling scale? In Pauling scale we compare the elements electronegativity compared to one element. For hydrogen atom, the value is taken of electronegativity is taken 2.05. This is symbol chi. It is symbol taken X. It is not X. It is symbol is pronounced as chi. ठीक है? तो it is symbol chi. For which in this given for hydrogen the value is given 2.05. So this scale determines the values of electronegativity of the elements with respect to hydrogen. For hydrogen the value given of electronegativity is 2.05. So we can take hydrogen and X for two elements. We take one element value is known to us hydrogen, second element value required. Actually होता क्या देखिए, if it is taken hydrogen, when this combined with element taken X2, they form new compound HX. X is taken some different element. Now when this bond breaking will take place, it is pure covalent bond. Also XX, two atoms of element X, they are having pure covalent bond. When they will form a new bond HX, where two elements are having different values of their electronegativity. Let us say hydrogen is less electronegative compared to X. So X will have delta minus charge and hydrogen have delta plus charge. In two elements, suppose hydrogen is less electronegative, so sign is delta plus, and X is more electronegative, sign is delta minus, charge development. Now they are pure covalent bonds. This bond has some ionic character. What is ionic bond? Electron transfer. Now in this case the bond will have some polarity. दो एटम डिफरेंट आपके यहाँ पर हैं. एक एटम क्या है, मोर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, और एक एटम क्या है, लेस इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है. तो दोनों एटम्स में क्या हुआ, एक पर आएगा डेल्टा प्लस चार्ज जो कम इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, और एक एटम जो ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है वहां पर क्या आएगा, डेल्टा माइनस चार्ज. तो इससे क्या होगा, दोनों एटम में क्या होगा, चार्ज डेवलपमेंट होगा. सो द बॉन्ड कैन डेवलप सम ionic character, some ionic nature. Covalent bond है, but covalent bond is developing some ionic character. The development of ionic character in the covalent bonds will make this bond slightly stronger. Will make this bond stronger. So this bond will become stronger slightly. So this enthalpy, we take one term here. देखिए इसमें क्या मैंने वैल्यू दिया है, डेल्टा x माइनस डेल्टा काई x माइनस काई h कितना है, 0.1017 रूट ऑफ डेल्टा hx. यहाँ भी लिखा है सेकंड एक्सप्रेशन में काई x माइनस काई h इज 0.208 स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ डेल्टा hx. डेल्टा hx क्या है, डेल्टा hx कैन बी टेकन एज आयनिक बॉन्ड रेजोनेंस एनर्जी. दिस टर्म टेकन डेल्टा hx कैन बी कॉल्ड एज आयनिक बॉन्ड रेजोनेंस एनर्जी. Ionic bond resonance energy. That the bond can develop some ionic character. Covalent bond can develop some ionic character, due to which the bond becomes stronger. To what extent the bond becomes stronger, that is compared by taking this term ionic bond resonance energy. That we are comparing by taking this term ionic bond resonance energy. निकालते कैसे, इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है, डेल्टा HX निकालने के लिए अब इन द क्वेश्चन व्हाट इज गिवन टू यू, आपको मिलेगा डेल्टा ऑफ बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी. वन टर्म इज टेकन बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी. बी क्या है, बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी, मतलब एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू ब्रेक द बॉन्ड्स इज कॉल्ड बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी. इट इज एक्चुअली एवरेज टर्म टेकन. इट इज नॉर्मल टर्म. दिस इज टर्म आल्सो गिवन एज द नेम bond dissociation enthalpy. For the bond dissociation, how much energy will be required will be called as bond dissociation enthalpy. I'm writing a symbol Be of HX bond minus root of bond enthalpy of HH bond and into bond enthalpy of XX bond. So we take square root of this two product and then difference. This difference can give delta HX value. This delta HX taken is called as ionic bond resonance energy. Now for calculation, if we take bond enthalpies in kilojoule per mole, we apply first formula, while if we calculate delta HX by taking bond enthalpies in kilocalorie per mole, then we take this formula. 1 joule is how much calorie, or 1 calorie how much joules. You can take 4.18 or 4.2 for doing questions. तो you want to check, you can check by that way also. यहाँ पर क्या है कि जैसे क्वेश्चन आपको मिलता है तो क्वेश्चन में दो पॉसिबिलिटी है कि द डेटा ऑफ द बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी कैन बी गिवन टू यू इन किलोजूल पर मोल. यूजिंग द डेटा यू फर्स्ट कैलकुलेट डेल्टा HX. अब H का वैल्यू पता है 2.05 है, तो जो एलिमेंट अननोन है उसका वैल्यू निकल सकता है. या दो एलिमेंट आपका कोई भी दिए होंगे, उसमें एक एलिमेंट का वैल्यू दिया होगा, उसमें इसका वैल्यू दिया होगा, वैल्यू इज गिवन ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी. एक का पता है, एक का निकालना है. इसका निकालना है, इसको अननोन मान लेंगे, इसका पता है, इसको पुट कर देंगे एंड देन ऑन सॉल्विंग वी गेट द अननोन एलिमेंट्स इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी. अब सोचो इसमें आपको सारा कुछ पता होगा, एक अननोन है खाली H पता होगा. HX का सारा निकालने के लिए जो आपको डेटा रिलेवेंट है क्वेश्चन के अंदर आपको मिलेगा सारा कुछ डेटा. तो यूजिंग दैट डेटा you can find delta HX first. After calculation of delta HX, then we can find for one element value given, तो unknown का निकाल सकते हैं. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, we take higher minus lower value. We take higher minus lower. कुछ भी आपका दिया हुआ तो उसके according इसमें से ले लेंगे. This scale is called as Pauling scale, in which we find the value of unknown elements electronegativity by comparing it with some other element. For fluorine, the value given on this Pauling scale is 4.0, and fluorine is the most electronegative element of the entire periodic table. I hope it is clear, this Pauling scale. Now let us take next scale. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Now let us take our next equation in the different scales of electronegativity. In that next expression is given called Haney-Smith equation. This is called Haney-Smith equation, where basically we are relating the percentage ionic character of the molecule of a bond by taking difference of the two atoms electronegativity. It is taken chi A minus chi B. Chi A for atom A, the value of electronegativity, and for atom B, chi B is the atom B electronegativity. Difference taken chi A minus chi B. So we can have this percentage ionic character is equal to 16 chi A minus chi B plus 3.5 chi A minus chi B square. If you take difference taken of two atom electronegativity is taken more than 2.5, then the compound is said to be predominantly ionic in nature. That bond have sufficient ionic character. Almost can take compound is said to be in ionic category in nature. And if the difference of the two elements electronegativity taken is 2.5, then the compound is said to be 50% ionic and 50% covalent. Whereas if difference taken of two elements electronegativity is less than 2.1, then the compound is said to be predominantly covalent. If the difference taken of two element electronegativity is less than 2.1, then the compound is said to be predominantly covalent in nature. I hope you got this point. Now suppose an example given, suppose for HCl molecule, in HCl molecule, if chi H given 2.1, and for chlorine, I am just taking rough value, chi is given 3.0, then for this bond how much they can have percentage ionic character in HCl bond, you can have percentage ionic character can be taken 16. What is difference? We take mod value, difference only higher minus lower, 0.9 plus 3.5 into 0.9 square. On solving this value can be taken approximately 17%. So we can take this compound HCl is behaving as covalent compound. It is covalent compound. In aqueous solution, it can undergo complete dissociation in a separate case, but HCl is covalent compound. That is scale taken. Haney-Smith equation, it can help us if in three properties, if two are known, third we can know. Like in three properties, what are properties? One is ionic character, percentage. Second is of two elements, the values of electronegativity. One is known, second unknown. We can predict by this equation. So I hope it is clear. Haney-Smith equation. Okay. Let us take next scale. Is called Mulliken scale. आपका चार scales हैं. Pauling scale is most important, but rest can have some idea. This is also helpful to you in covalent bonding, especially when for the two elements we are knowing the value of electronegativity. From the difference of the atom electronegativity, we can find the percentage ionic character. Okay. So let us come next scale, Mulliken scale. Now coming on next scale, it is called Mulliken scale. As per his opinion, he regarded electronegativity as average of ionization potential and electron affinity. In this case, we have the value given of electronegativity as average, IP plus EA by 2, that's average. Now it was modified for Pauling scale. The reason these values taken, Mulliken scale values are 2.8 times more as compared to Pauling scale values. Then to get these values on Pauling scale, he divided this expression by 2.8. Since the Mulliken scale values were 2.8 times more as compared to Pauling values, so we divide by 2.8. Or this expression you can write in this form: IP plus electron affinity by 2 into 2.8, that's 5.6. In this case, we will take the elements ionization potential and electron affinity in electron volt per atom. Now to get this value in kilocalorie per mole, we divide this value in this form. For the element, the electronegativity can be taken IP plus electron affinity divided by 2 into 62.5. If we take the values of ionization potential and electron affinity in kilocalorie per mole, that is, the scale is called as Mulliken scale. Not used much in questions, but for your information, this scale is given as per the values of energy in electron volt per atom or kilocalorie per mole. We can use any of the expressions. This expression has been modified to get the same values on Pauling scale from here. Okay, that is, scale is called as Mulliken scale. Now next scale is called Allred-Rocco scale. Let us take next one. Let us take next scale taken, Allred-Rocco scale. On this scale, the value of the elements electronegativity is given by this expression AR for this Allred-Rocco scale. The values of element electronegativity, it is 0.359 Z effective by R square plus 0.744. In this case, what is Z effective? It is called effective nuclear charge. We have explained to you how to calculate effective nuclear charge. It is atomic number minus sigma for the element concerned, and it is R is covalent radius. R is covalent radius. Now how to find covalent radius? See, this covalent radius we have discussed earlier for atoms of same elements. If we have atom of same elements like which are having covalent bond, distance between center can be taken dA, same atom A. So in this case, distance suppose taken is d. So we can have in this case covalent radius as d by 2. Already explained to you. Now what happens if you take different elements, element A and element suppose B? Maybe one of them small, one of them is bigger. If I suppose, let it say it is atom A, it is atom B, it is nucleus. Now if we take two different elements, then how to find covalent radius? So in this case, the distance taken between center of two atoms, this distance can be taken between center of two atoms DAB can be taken RA plus RB minus 0.09 into chi A minus chi B. This expression is taken here for calculation of distance. between center of two atoms. The distance between center of two atoms DAB can be taken RA plus RB minus 0.09 chi A minus chi B. नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि अगर आपके प्योर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड होते हैं, इन प्योर कोवलेंट बॉन्ड्स एटम्स विल नॉट कम वेरी क्लोज, मींस एटम्स विल बी एज सच, बट when they covalent bond have some ionic character, we take two different elements which are having different values of electronegativity. So when the bond can develop some ionic character, atoms slightly come closer. Atoms slightly come closer. So distance between center of two atoms is less as compared to summation of two atoms covalent radius. So that is why covalent bonding having some ionic character, distance between center of two atoms will be decreased. So there are different scales. There are different scales for calculation of the elements electronegativities. Okay. In your examinations, you don't get question more on calculation base. Even in entrance, that qualitative treatment is not required. But let us, our understanding purpose, the scales are important for us. And next we take one question taken here on this scale or calculation of element electronegativity on Pauling scale base. One question I am just giving to you. Now write down one question. आपको क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है, आप लोग पहले क्वेश्चन लिख लीजिए. क्वेश्चन दिया है कैलकुलेट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ऑफ फ्लोरीन फ्रॉम फॉलोइंग डाटा. आपको डाटा दिया है बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी ऑफ HH बॉन्ड is 104.2 kilocalorie per mole. Bond enthalpy of FF bond is 36.6 kilocalorie per mole. Bond enthalpy of HF bond is 134.6 kilocalorie per mole. And for hydrogen the value is given of electronegativity 2.05. That hydrogen have electronegativity 2.05. So try this question yourself. Now coming on solution of this question is again easier question. We can solve this question from the data of the bond enthalpies given kilocalorie per mole and hydrogen's value of electronegativity using Pauling scale. Then Pauling scale when data given of bond enthalpies in kilocalorie per mole, we take chi X minus chi hydrogen is equal to 0.208 delta HX. We have taken 0.208 because the data is taken of bond enthalpies in kilocalorie per mole. So first let us calculate delta HX. You can find by the relation bond enthalpy of HF bond 134.6 minus product of bond enthalpy of HH bond 104.2 into 36.6. Product of the bond enthalpy of HH bond into bond enthalpy of FF bond. Then we take square root. This will give the value of chi delta HX. What is delta HX called as? Delta HX is called as ionic bond resonance energy. This delta HX is called as ionic bond resonance energy. From here we can find the value of delta HX first. Once we know the delta HX value, then we are given the element taken now is fluorine, so I can replace fluorine directly. Yeah, chi F minus chi H कितना है 0.205. Sorry, 2.05 is hydrogen's value given. Chi H 0.208 into delta HF. It is delta HF in this case for fluorine as the element taken. Now everything is, this is, you can calculate here. You do this calculation at your own of delta HF, then square root लेंगे इसका. Then for hydrogen we know the value of electronegativity, and for fluorine we can find the value of electronegativity. On calculation chi fluorine is coming 3.87 from this expression. That is your answer of this question. Fine. So that is this topic taken chapter periodic properties. We can take some basic, some more points, applications slightly, and then we take some question practice. Now some brief idea we can take more about the general trends in chemical properties or elements properties. Now in the properties one can be taken diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship. What is diagonal relationship? Okay, what happens if it is taken, already given some idea to you. We can take the element of second period. If we take second period elements, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and we take element of third period, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus. Now what happened actually? When we see the trending properties we have discussed, that on moving along the period, what happened to atomic size decreases, and what happens on moving down the group, the atomic size increases. So what happened when we take the element coming diagonally, they can resemble in size. So we can take the properties also can resemble similarly. We have these two cases more important to us: relation of lithium to magnesium or relation of beryllium to aluminium. It is because of similar ionization enthalpies. We can take them similar atomic size. Size you can take of ions especially. And then you can take better term here is similar charge upon size ratio. The common reason for similarity properties. What is this diagonal relationship? How we define this term? It is similarity in the properties of the element of second period to the element of third period of the next group. It is group number, it's a group number first, group number second, group number 13, 14, 15 coming and so on. So what happened? The elements of second period resemble more to the element of third period of the next group coming diagonally opposite. This similarity in properties of element is called as diagonal relationship. This similarity in property is called as diagonal relationship of the elements. We can have many examples. In fact, element taken of this second period, almost all the elements, they differ from their own group elements in many properties, and they can resemble other elements coming this way here. So that is one we can take relation. इसके बारे में एग्जांपल्स केमिकल रिएक्शंस बहुत सारे होती हैं. सिमिलरिटीज आपका है वो हम पढ़ेंगे पूरा एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स में इन दो का सिमिलरिटी, और कुछ आगे आएगा आपको तो देखेंगे इसमें इन द पी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स. बट मेनली वी हैव टू स्टडी दीस टू. वी हैव टू फोकस इन चैप्टर एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स. देयर वी एक्सप्लेन different chemical properties, structures, compounds, formations are similar, nature of compounds are similar of these elements. That is one point. Anomalous behavior. Anomalous behavior of second period elements. When we study inorganic chemistry in portion of 11th or class 12th, we will see that in the S block element or even P block elements, the element of second period, they differ. They differ in many properties from their own group elements. This dissimilarity, this different behavior is called as anomalous behavior. It is the difference in the properties of the elements of second period from their own group members is called as anomalous behavior. This behavior is commonly shown by this element of second period. This is a property of second period elements that in many properties the element of second period differ from the remaining element of same group. ऐसा क्यों होता है? देखिए इसका बहुत सारे रीजंस इसमें है. First we can take the element of second period. As per the configuration, the element of second period have configuration NS1 to NS2 and finally NP6. We have only 8 elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. If it is taken all the elements of second period, that what is configuration starting is NS1 2s1 for lithium to neon become 2s2 2p6. Now in this elements second period means 2s1 to finally you can say here 2s2 2p6 is the last element configuration. We don't have anything called as 2D vacant, so we can have different regions. First we take element of second period, they are small in size. The reason why it is so, they are small in size. Then this element, because of small size, they have high effective nuclear charge as compared to remaining group elements. Moreover, they will have high ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. Because of small size, these elements are having higher ionization enthalpy. So loss of electron is difficult by these elements. So it is difficult for them to form the ionic compounds. In many cases, leaving only lithium. Then next region can be taken for small size and high ionization enthalpy. They also will have high hydration enthalpy in ions in some cases. Especially taken lithium and beryllium are having very high hydration enthalpies. Next can be taken here absence of or non-availability of vacant d orbitals. Non-availability of vacant d orbitals. If you take element of third period, in third period elements, what is n? N is taken principal quantum number 3. So L can have values 0, 1, 2. 0 means S, P, D. They can have vacant d orbitals. The element of third period, they have vacant d orbitals. Due to availability of vacant d orbitals, they can expand the octet. But the element of second period, they cannot expand the octet. They can have at the max 8 electrons in their outermost shells. But the element of third and onwards periods, they can have more than 8 electrons by using vacant low lying d orbitals. So this is can be taken the properties when we take valency, acidic, basic nature already explained to you in different applications, and rest chapter wise when we study the details will be coming there on. So with this chapter is over. Now in periodic properties, one small topic we will add up here more, that is called how to memorize the elements in different groups and in periods. See, in the groups, especially for S block and P block element, you must know the group elements name in proper sequence, because when they ask question for solubility, or you can take boiling points, melting point, thermal stability of compounds, then it is required that you must know the elements name in the proper sequence down the group in S block and P block elements. They are more important. D block elements we will give you how to remember the D block elements as well. So let us take first how to memorize S block elements. First we can take group 1 elements. Group 1 we can take alkali metals. Group 1 is called alkali metals. इसमें कौन से आपका मेटल होता है? लिथियम, सोडियम, पोटेशियम, रुबिडियम, सीजियम, फ्रांसियम. How to memorize? You can memorize one sentence. It's taken लीना ने की पोटेशियम रब से फरियाद. लीना ने की रब से फरियाद. कॉमन सेंटेंस है, काफी बच्चों को पता होता है याद करने का. ली फॉर लिथियम, ना सोडियम, की पोटेशियम, रब रबिडियम, सीजियम से फरियाद, प्रेयर FR. Group 1. Group 2 elements we can take similarly. In group 2 element we have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. तो यहाँ पे एलिमेंट ग्रुप के नाम है, उनका सिंबल्स हैं। यू ट्राई टू मेमोराइज द एलिमेंट सिंबल्स बाय वन सेंटेंस। बेटा या बेटी कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं, सिर्फ बेटी मांगे। कार, स्कूटर, बाप, रांची, एग्रीड। बेरिलियम बेटी, मैंगनीज मांगे, Mg, कार Ca, स्कूटर Sr, बाप Ba बेरियम, रांची रेडियम Ra। Take group 13 elements, also called as boron family. Boron family, we have element boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. You can memorize by 2-3 sentences here. One is taken commonly. बाल गंगाधर तिलक, बाल गंगाधर इंडिया तिलक, TL तिलक। Ga गैलियम, बोरॉन एल्यूमिनियम, गैलियम इंडियम थैलियम। That is group 13 elements. Now we take group 14, 15, 16 other p block elements. We take group 14 elements. In 14 group we have elements taken your carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. ये आपका है भगवान शिव का फैमिली है। कार्तिक, शिव, गणेश, जीवी गणेश, संग पार्वती। कार्तिक, शिव, गणेश, संग पार्वती पूरा भगवान शंकर जी का फैमिली है। कार्तिक, शिव, गणेश, संग पार्वती। मेमोराइज द सेंटेंस कार्तिक, शिव, गणेश, संग पार्वती। ग्रुप 15 एलिमेंट्स, also called as nitrogen family, nitrogens. The first member is nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. How to memorize? Nana sodium, papa phosphorus, arsenic, आशु बच्चे का नाम है। सब बीमार, नाना पापा आसू सब बीमार। ग्रुप 15 एलिमेंट्स। ग्रुप 16 एलिमेंट्स, इट इज कॉल्ड चाल्कोजेंस और फॉर्मिंग एलिमेंट्स। चाल्कोजेंस कौन सा एलिमेंट है? आसो कॉल्ड ऑक्सीजन फैमिली, ऑक्सीजन, सल्फर, सेलेनियम, टेलुरियम, पोलोनियम। कैन मेमोराइज द सेंटेंस उस से टी पो, उससे टीपो। इन एग्जाम टाइम कोऑपरेशन बाय द स्टूडेंट्स, उससे टीपो, उससे टीपो नकल मारते हैं बच्चे। Then we can take group 17 elements, also called halogens family. Salt forming elements: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene. Memorize phase, CBI, at home. Phase CBI at home is halogen family members names. लिख लिया पूरा। आप जहाँ पे रुकना है पॉज कर लीजिए, वीडियो को अपलोड कर लीजिए, देन विल गो अहेड। नेक्स्ट इट इज टेकन नोबल गैसेस, इनर्ट गैसेस। नोबल गैसेस और इनर्ट गैसेस, हीलियम, नियॉन, आर्गन, क्रिप्टॉन, जीनॉन, रेडॉन। अगर याद है तो अच्छी बात है, अदरवाइज यू कैन मेमोराइज द सेंटेंस। हे नीरज, आकर एक्सरे करो। हे नीरज, आकर एक्सरे कर लो। You can memorize the sentence or you can make your own sentences to memorize, because sometimes we need that you must know the elements in proper sequence down the group. आपको elements याद होना चाहिए कि क्या sequence है down the group elements को move करने पर। Okay, that is the noble gases. Now next can be taken about D block elements. In D block element we have three series elements. कौन से होते हैं? One is called 3D series elements, then 4D series elements, and then 5D series elements. 3D, 4D, 5D series elements. 3D का मीनिंग क्या होता है? Last electron enter D or 3D orbitals. Here 4D, here 5D. We have elements taken here: scandium, vanadium, chromium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, up to here. In 4D series element we have elements yttrium, up to cadmium. From yttrium here we have lanthanum. Gap is there are 14 elements, but we continue sequence. So you can memorize these elements in the sequence. Like when you take scandium, you can make the combined sentence scooty. T for titanium, scooty when कार में फेंको, स्कूटी when कार में फेंको क्या? निकल, कॉपर, जिंक। निकल, कॉपर, जिंक। स्कूटी वैन कार में फेंको निकल, कॉपर, जिंक। वन हो गया पूरा। इसको आप याद कर सकते हैं बाय मेमोराइजिंग थ्रू फ्रेंडशिप। यारी, यारी क्या होता है? फ्रेंडशिप। यारी जरा निभाना, एनबी निभाना, एमओ मौत तक। रुकावट, आर्यु रुथेनियम, रुकावट। राह में पड़े, मेरे को कोई मीनिंग है, रुकावट है, राह में पड़े। अगर, कड़ी। कड़ी फॉर कैडमियम। यहां पे कैसे करेंगे इसको याद रखना है। लैंथेनम, ला हफ्ता, वरना, रोज, रियोस्मियम, इधर, पीटूंगा और HG को जगह हराऊंगा, HG हराऊंगा। ला हफ्ता बनना, रोज इधर पीटूंगा और हराऊंगा। अब आप एक एक, इसका कोई मीनिंग बहुत नहीं है, डोंट मेमोराइज दिस लाइंस ओनली एंड फॉरगेट एलिमेंट्स, ऐसा नहीं करना है। एलिमेंट को ध्यान रखिए इसमें, उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए आप इसको याद कर सकते हैं, ये लाइंस को है, एक लाइन से आपका आपका पीरियड कंप्लीट आपका हो जाएगा इसमें, सीरीज का 3D का 4D का 5D का। पी ब्लॉक एस ब्लॉक को आप याद करिए ग्रुप वाइज, बिकॉज इन क्वेश्चंस वही पूछते हैं, ओके। एंड फॉर लेंथेनाइट्स और एक्टिनाइट्स उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, बट आप फिर भी यू मेक योर ओन सेंटेंसेस फॉर दैट, like this you can make and then you can try to memorize elements accordingly, okay. Now in our one topic